Hi folks, it's Shannon. I wanted to take you through the setup of a new journal that I'm working on. This is my Witchy journal, and it is starting to take shape already, which is pretty exciting. So why don't you grab some tea or something else warm and delicious, and let's get into it. So this is a new journal from Archer and Olive. It's an A5, and it's got the most beautiful blue navy pages. You can see I started setting this up a bit already. I made the first page into a pocket and made a grid spacing ruler so that I can easily find the middle and the thirds of pages. So more things will go in this pocket eventually, but that's what I've got for now. And then I'm going to be using this mostly for Jessica and the Moon's membership, and a lot of the witchy stuff that goes along with that. So that's why this title page with the phases of the moon. And these keywords are from a deck of cards that I got from the Moon Journal that has just the phases of the moon with some flowers. I feel like this came out really well. I'm proud of it. All right, and then we get into some of the birth information from this journal. So I have my birth cards. I can talk about how you calculate if you're interested, but it's, I think, from Mary Kay Greer. And it basically is a way of using numerology to pick which cards from the tarot are associated with your birthday. So mine are Justice and High Priestess. And then I've got my birth runes down here, which are a similar process, and just kind of the placement of all the different planets in terms of which runes they were activating. And then here's my natal chart. Took a fair amount of time, but I'm really proud of how it came out. Yeah. Got the signs around, the houses, and then I put the decanic rulers in as well, which is pretty cool. And then this is my bigger kind of wheel of the year spread. I might still write in the names for the seasons that I've come up with, but I'm not sure if I want to do that or if I want to keep it simple. I'm going to add my solar return chart in here and some information about my Time Lord for the year. Starting at my birthday, it will be a Mars-ruled 4th year perfection, if you know about those. So that will be some of the information that goes there. This is the start of my year ahead spread. And then I have my cards of the year. I just have different versions of Temperance, which is my personal card, and then Strength, which is the collective card. And that brings us to my word of the year, which is what we're going to work on today. So I know there's been a lot of different posts about words of the year, but I figured I would just talk a little bit about kind of how I work with it. So you can probably see in pencil on the page that my word of the year this year is going to be connect, which is a little bit of an interesting story because I thought I was going to go with a completely different word, but then this one kind of presented itself as we got closer to 2024. So we're going to make a fairly simple page with my word of the year, the definition, and then I'm going to put a picture in as well. I printed this off with my Canon Ivy, and I'm going to put this up here. So let's get into it. This is going to be my first time attempting to draw on camera, and I'm a little bit nervous about it, but you guys will forgive me if I make a mistake, right? Maybe we'll turn sideways, just because I think that it'll make it more likely to go correctly. So this pen is from Archer and Olive. Came in the same subscription box that this notebook did. But I have a little bit of trouble with it. It doesn't glide is clearly, yeah, I think I'm going to switch already. I tend to use Sakura Jelly Roll pens. This one's 0.8 size. I just feel like they go on slightly easier. I got my definition from Google, which pulls from the OED, or the Oxford English Dictionary. And this takes more focus than I thought, which is kind of funny. I guess this is why we write things out in pencil beforehand. Especially when we're doing things for video. I just love the way that the white pen looks on the navy pages. I think it's gorgeous. Okay, so there's our definition. We're going to let it dry a little bit because one of the things about the gel pens is that they do need a little bit of time to dry. And then it may sense a theme, which is that a lot of this stuff is from the Archer and Olive subscription box, but we're going to use some of these lovely metallic acrylographs. In fact, my favorite color is purple, and they have purple borealis in this one. It looks just gorgeous, so we're going to use that to write in connect. And I wrote it out in one style of calligraphy, but I think I'm actually going to write it in cursive because then the letters will connect, and that just is too perfect. So you always have to prime these acrylograph pens. There we go. That came out pretty good. Now we'll let those dry a little bit too. So why do I pick a word of the year? I use it to kind of shape some of my decisions and sort of shape the theme of the year. So like last year, my word of the year was trust. And it really was that kind of year where there was just a lot of things that I had to lean in and trust about. So my goal for this year is really to connect with myself, with spirit, with other people in new ways now that I've done all the composting work that was last year with my death year and my trust year. So yeah, that's a little bit about why I chose Connect and what I'm hoping to get out of our time together. Okay, I think the final step is to take this lovely picture and add it in onto the page. This is the hardest part of using the Canon Ivy, is getting the sticker paper to come off. I'm just joking. It's like such a lovely little device that lets me do things that I would not be able to do otherwise. There we go. All right, let's go back to being straight on. I think that looks amazing. It's really simple, but I kind of like that. I do think I want to put just one last dot there. I thought about writing out like the phonetic spelling of connect, but I just don't know that I need to. I feel like this gets the idea across pretty well. Yeah, so let's flip through again, just real quick. Got my name page, my pocket with my grid line ruler, my Moonwise title page, my birth cards and runes, my birth chart, my wheel of the year, There's going to be a solar return chart here and information on my Time Lord here. This I'm going to fill out to be my year of the head spread. Yeah, year ahead spread. I've already got the stickers down for the 13 months that I pulled for, but we're going to add a little bit more information. And then my personal and collective cards of the year and my word of the year. So I hope this was interesting, and it was really a pleasure to bring you along on my journaling process. I hope you have a great 2024. Bye!